Okay, here's a little test of what I've got so far. So I'm going to log in as um, an administrator right now. That'll give me access to all the functionality. Um, so if I also have a My Portals map and the ability to add more home portals. But what we also have is an Intel map for people who have the Intel operator role, and they can jump, they can choose a series, and they can jump to the different sites and zoom in. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a new site. So I'm just going to do content, add content, anomaly site, and let's see here. We'll do why not Brussels? Brussels, Belgium. For Darsana, secondary, and the central portal permalink is basically just one in the center of town that we're going to choose at random for now. My internet connection's been really slow lately. And plus stock Intel. Okay, I'm just going to choose that one. And the home cell, I was hoping to have this automated, but unfortunately nothing yet. So I'm just using ingress-cells.appspot on another screen there to get the cell name. Okay, and the dates 10/18. Maybe get the hours here. I was hoping to get UTC there, but no luck. Okay, so December 18th. I'm just using the keyboard. There we go. 18th December. My thinking is this should all be UTC, but for demo purposes. Alright, there we go. So this is default introduction text. It's basically the message that gets sent to the people who sign up. It can be overridden per site. The Keymaster UID, that's the user ID of the person who is responsible for communicating the key exchanges in advance of the anomaly. That will keep his or her email address private and to just use the system ID. And the sign-up code is a code that the local reps can use to send to all their local people. And I'll just do this, but BR dash D for Darsana, blah, blah. Can be anything right now. You can also generate a unique one if needed, and different people can use different codes if it makes sense. Right now, the markers have to be loaded by hand, but can possibly remove that. Again, I'm going with a lot of the default functionality that is in Drupal as opposed to customizing anything. So that basically is just the non-formatted, non-themed version of the anomaly site now. So now if we go to the Intel map, we've got Brussels there and we can jump to it. And I can also go home and let's say I want to add a home portal. Well, before I get into that, well, you know what? Let's just do it. So let's say I wanted to add. Let's say I live on the outskirts of Belgium, and I want to add slow. This little guy here. Let's say Station Saint Martin, Bovenum. I just put test in there so I can keep track of it. And I'm going to say I pretty much always have 10 keys to this puppy. Some of these extra things you're only seeing as an because we're the administrator. So I'll save that. And now when I go home, if I scroll out, I'm seeing just my home portals. And I can click on it. The more important thing is, as an Intel operator, I can jump to Brussels. And now when I zoom in, a little bit of a bug there. So now when I zoom in, I've got the anomaly site, but I've also got the users, every user's portals showing up here. So that's the basics there. I'm going to log out now. Now I'll go about it as a brand new user. So I'll create a new account. I'll just do test 1, 2. Open web group is my little website. I won't bother filling in the home cell because it'll get automatically created. In the future, if we go with it, we can sign up with Gmail, but it hasn't been configured yet. So I'm just going to create the new user account. What that's done is that's sent me an email. So standard out-of-the-box Drupal stuff. Test 1, 2. I'll leave the time zone. I haven't really messed with the time zones much, and so I'll save that. And now that I'm registered, it'd be nice if that jumped right to home. I can enter an invitation code, and the idea is once an administrator has created the anomaly site instance and put in I created an invitation code, it can be handed to the local leaders to use. So I actually forget what I used here. I'm going to pause. Sorry about that. I just paused and looked up the actual code that I used. I'll submit that. And confirmation. So what I've done is I've updated the home cell to match the anomaly cell. I'm not sure if that's going to be useful. An email has been sent to the local rep, which really just, I haven't put the message body, but so and so has created a new account and joined. Please approve and pass along. Some other basic information, and then they can start adding portals. now that they've been now that they've applied for what I'm calling TAC OS, and once they get approved, they'll be able to see that initial message that the administrator put in, and I can continue on from there. But I don't really want to build anything unless we know that it's of use. Moros, what was that called? Oh, test portal. Okay, and no, I don't have any key. I don't have any keys. Save. And now when I go back home and we zoom out, we see there's my test portal and some information. So, and that's available to the Intel operators as soon as they log in. So, guess what I'm showing there is how it's fairly easy to set up new anomaly sites, how the registration process works up to a certain point, and the fact that we're only showing relevant information to the relevant user groups or roles, as they're called in Drupal. So that's it. I'm going to stop now, and we can chat about it